It's God's song, indeed, that is killing us softly, all of us. And it's the agony of the fact that you can't grasp it and hold on to it. The ego can't appropriate it. Love requires letting go. You can't catch the wind, right? So it's that, the need to let go in order for the love to flow. If you try to capture it, you lose it by that very fact. All you capture is the past, the memory, and you're holding on to a lost object and you're sad. So you're actually killing the sadness by opening up and releasing it and say, okay, goodbye past, but let me be alive to the present, which is the only place life is and love is. And then everything becomes a manifestation of the beauty of God's love. Instead of one person you might have projected it on in the past, or one situation, or one moment in life. It's not dependent on any of those differences that appear and disappear. The love is the unchanging presence that is one with all of them. But the ego selects and says, I love this one, but not that one. Okay, I want vanilla, but not chocolate, or whatever. But once you recognize that, no, all is actually lovable in its own unique way, everything, everyone, then the sorrow of your own particularity melts away in your universality. And that's liberation. But the ego is sad because its specialness dies in the universal oneness. And that's what the ego never wants to give up. Even though it feels totally inferior and unworthy, it also feels totally special and wants to be recognized, right? And one has to let that go, and that letting go is what makes one special. And then one never again needs to even think about specialness. There was a great Zen master in the Middle Ages, and a new disciple came who just joined the monastery to the master. And, you know, he had this great love of Buddha. We're Buddhists, right? Buddha is our master, our exemplar. We love Buddha. And he went to the Zen master and he said, tell me, master, what is Buddha really, right? And the master turned to him and said, Buddha is dried dung. Okay? He was shocked. But they say he was shocked into enlightenment. Because here, you know, we're worshiping Buddha, and what is Buddha is just a piece of shit, because it's a concept, a signifier. The real Buddha is only whatever is here and now, not somebody who lived in the past. Same with Christ. Unless you realize you are that, what's the point of believing in somebody who might or might not have lived 2,000 years ago? What's the point of believing in any belief system? It's only what is real here and now that has any value. And only when you are that, when you are the Buddha, and you kill any other Buddha, not physically, but you kill the idea, oh, there's the Buddha, and I'm not the Buddha, and I've got to bow to the Buddha. No, you have to find the Buddha within. Any Buddha without is only the reflection of what you really are. And then you can love yourself rather than loving an object that you projected yourself into. And that's the sadness, is that you lost yourself by projecting yourself into the other and loving the other at the expense of knowing yourself.
Beautiful, thank you. And yes, I recognize that in this moment, sort of the crying and feeling that sadness, I saw how my mind was trying to grasp, it was trying to make sense, and in that it also, I've had more moments like these in life, and anytime that sort of I try to appropriate it, I feel these blockages, which make it also hurt more and create confusion, and also this question of why. So your answer has helped clear that up a lot.
It's always letting go. That's the only answer, including letting go of thoughts entirely. It's when we're in the silence that the energy of the infinite self can come in. When you're thinking, you're interrupting the current of the flow of that infinite self. And so you only get a tiny sliver of energy, and you feel lack, and you want more and more. But the more that you want, you can't get, because the wanting is what stops the flow of it coming in from within. And once you don't stop that flow, the energy grows. But it grows to such a point that you get scared because it's going to die. The balloon will pop, the balloon of the ego, and you'll become infinite and uncontainable and inconceivable. But the ego is sad at knowing that for you to be happy, it must die. And so you must disidentify from it to know what you really are. And then what you really are will be able to flow through your life and be a form of thinking and feeling and doing that serves the real self, whose energy is keeping the body and the mind alive. And so there's still an ego in the sense of an I, but an I that is now the server, the Chaitanya of Krishna, and the two are one. Okay?
That's the kind of I want to be.
That's what you are. Let go of the wanting and realize it now.